Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Monday edition of This Day. And we got little clouds out there this morning. I'll tell you about the weather in just a moment. On our show today from Third Mutual, Kush Bhatta is here and is going to talk about just a few different things, sort of a wrap-up of what's going on in Third as far as water conservation and some other projects as well. Also from the Village Library, Arlene Ordway is here, and we got some slides to show you about, well, it's called Review This Title. That's what the topic is going to be, and we're going to go through the steps that if you see a book and you end up reviewing it, how to do that within their system. It's kind of fun to do. Also from the Wings chapter, now what they are from the Wings chapter is one of the guilds for the Segerstrom Center. And today we have on Barbara Van Alstein and Nancy Field, and they're going to talk about that. There's several guilds within Orange County that support the Segerstrom Center, and that's what that's all about. Orange County Fire Authority PIO Tony Bomarino will be here today, and our topic is holiday safety, and not only plugging in your lights, the proper way to do that, but also cooking, because a lot of disasters seem to happen around the holidays. Everybody's cooking a lot more. So we'll talk about that. We'll have a couple little short videos we're going to show you as well. There are no meetings today, no open meetings, so let me get right to the weather. And pretty nice out if you like the clouds, and I don't mind that. Look at that. Doesn't that look great? Still see the snow up there? That's Baldy right there. We're going to have anywhere from partly to mostly cloudy skies today, but mild temperatures over the next few days, meaning the upper 60s and even the low 70s as we make our way to Thursday. So really some pleasant temperatures going down, pretty chilly at night as it has been. So today and tomorrow, again, mostly cloudy and mild, just depending how these clouds kind of ebb and flow. Now, I told you, if you recall, last Friday, I said there was a little rainy system coming into the north coast, which it did, and I said it was going to come in Sunday night, and it did. That can make its way down here, and so there is a very, very slight chance overnight tonight of maybe a little drizzle out there. So I'm just telling you that. If there's something outside, I think by now you probably have things covered after all the rain last week, but there is a chance for that, a very, very small chance. But there is. So in case you got something outside you don't want to see get wet. Here we are, the temperatures, pretty consistent over the last week or so. We are in the beaches only about the mid-60s today. Everywhere else, slightly above mid to upper 60s. All around Orange County, not much difference in the temperatures there, or San Diego. Up there in Big Bear, only 53, going down to 22 at night. They could get a little bit, if this moisture comes in, they could get a little bit of dusting of snow up there. More than likely, they will, which is nice. Not a lot, I mean like a trace amount. And then look at Palm Springs today, also only about 70 degrees out there. So overall, this is pretty great weather. I like this. We got this nice stretch and getting the rain every couple weeks or so. Just perfect. For me, anyway. I love it. All right, we'll be back.
I just love that ring. Where'd you get it?
I got it at the jewelry box. I saw it on Facebook, and then I went in and bought it. They have the most unique, awesome pre-owned pieces for amazing prices.
The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest, voted best jewelry store in Orange County for 8 straight years, offering unmatched prices on fine jewelry and watches, refurbished to new condition.
Visit us in our store or shop our website for just arrived items.
The Jewelry Box. It's about trust.
And with me right now is Kush Bhatta of the Third Mutual Board. Welcome, sir. Nice to have you on today.
Hi, Ken. How are you?
I'm doing great. I hope you're doing fine as well.
Indeed, yes.
Great.
What a lovely day after this torrential rain we had a few days back.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
we needed the rain, so that's
Indeed,
good.
I'm so excited that we got so much.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, over 2 inches. So today you got several things you want to talk about. The first one is you want to welcome a couple new board members, right?
Yes, indeed. We have 2 new board members, Lynn Jarrett, who has been working with us through her Garden Villa Committee.
Right, right.
And John Pearlstone, who's a new resident also. Very nice, and here they are on the screen. Yeah. And we also have 2 new board members at our VMS who represent the Third Mutual.
Right, and Wei Ming Tao and Reza Karimi.
Reza Karimi, yes. Yeah, they both have some considerable experience doing things around in their personal life, as well as Wei Ming's been a treasurer with our third board in the past, and we are really excited to have them around.
Yeah, I know. I don't know Reza, but Wei Ming I know fairly well.
Correct.
She was on the board for many years.
That's true, yes.
Yeah, so good for all of them coming on and helping out.
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah, very
We're
nice.
also very excited to have them.
Yeah, now let's get into some of the maintenance issues around the village, around Third, and we're going to talk, I know this has been talked about a lot, but you're going to kind of give us an update of the dry rot repair.
Yes, we have a significant amount of dry rot which never got attended to in the past so many years.
Right.
And it has become an issue, and we have selected a new contractor who, or awarded a contract to a very experienced company who is going to attend to our dry rot issues. And in the first year, we are going to work on 15 buildings, and as we progress, more buildings will be included in the program.
Okay,
Yeah.
and of course it's quite extensive in certain areas, as you can see by these photos, right?
Yeah, it's kind of chaotic, I would say.
Yeah.
They needed to be attended, and now we are going to work on it. Actually, I would like to point out that this is the assessment money that we all pay into is being put at good use.
Right.
Yes.
Yes, a lot of work to be done still.
Yes, I would strongly agree with that, Ken.
Now, you wanted to mention some new dryers, right?
Yes, not hair dryers.
No, not hair dryers.
We are going to, in this year, starting January, get brand new dryers put into the freestanding buildings, as well as in the 3-story buildings. And to add it to it, we are going to put some pedestals under the machine, because some of our members have been complaining that they have to bend too far down to be able to access the loads in and out. So we're going to put them on a 10-inch pedestal, and that would make life much easier for our community.
And when do you're going to start to phase these in?
The contract is already done.
Okay.
January 1, or soon after the 1st of January.
Yeah.
The contractor who the contract has been awarded to is going to start installing a bunch of them every day, and they hope to finish in a 1-month period. Okay. We have a lot of them to install.
All right. Yeah. So
it's going to take time. It's not going to happen on one day.
No.
But it will happen in the first month.
Yeah, that's pretty good, though.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
Now, the next issue is water conservation. And this is, of course, the Landscape Committee looks at this. And this is really about what you wanted to highlight, though, is people themselves, how much they use.
We need to talk about this a little more than just a little passing line. And that is, water is one of our biggest expense. And obviously, it's getting paid from the assessments that we are collecting. So there are many different aspects to this. The more money we save, the less is our assessment. So the first part is that we need to be mindful that we control our water consumption. So with that, we have to assess what we do with the water. There are 2 parts to it. One is our in-house consumption, and the other is the landscape. So if we control our in-house and still have a high bill, that means our landscape is out of control.
Right.
Right? So on the part of the board, what we are doing is we are going to work on changing the way our landscape looks. Some places where there's endless amount of turf, which is not really required, we are going to reduce the turf exposure and put in with drought-tolerant plants. And other places, we are going to also look at the plants that need to be updated. Some of our older style landscaping also needs to be updated to have drought-tolerant plants. But at the same time, we feel like we are being attacked that we are uprooting the yellow stake program. And that's not aimed at any particular people or areas. What we are trying to do is that asking people not to expand into common areas, their yellow stakes. And also, that's one part. The second is we're not coming there to, like a military, and remove all their plantings. But we are asking that if they have a question whether their plants are drought tolerant or not, they can call resident services and make an appointment for one of the landscape people to come and take advice and change their plans and update that. So in that way, we all be happy. They have their plans, we use less water, our assessments go down, or our water bill goes down, which is the very important part.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what the main part is.
Okay, and now you want to talk about assessment changes, really as we get to the first of the year and the new budget goes forward.
As always, in the beginning of the year, there is some change in our assessments. It's either going up, and I'm hoping that in the future it go down.
Yeah.
If we save some water.
Yeah, maybe.
It's wishful thinking, but we should work on it. Please pay attention to the package that you received and make sure that if you have an auto debit set up in your bank or the way you pay your assessment, to make sure you change the amount to reflect the one that is effective to you. So that is a thing that I want to mention, that please pay attention, that you do not have an issue at a later date.
Okay.
And lastly, I want to mention that today is the final day to pay property taxes. Please make sure that you do not fall back on that and you pay the property taxes on time. It doesn't affect us, but it will affect you because there'll be some late fees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want that to happen.
Correct. So that was the main message that I have today.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming on.
Okay.
Thank you very much, and you have a good holiday.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Take care.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
As a professional licensed realtor, you have worked countless hours to ensure your reputation is the best. Your clients know they can trust your judgment, that you'll be around when they need you, and that you will deliver what you promise. In escrow, one company has set that same standard for excellence. Escrow Options Group offers more than just outstanding escrow services. White glove concierge services, wire and fraud protection, custom estimates, and more at no extra charge. Choose the company that mirrors your professionalism. Escrow Options Group. Experience a better option of escrow services.
Eileen Ordway is with us today from the Village Library. Always good to see you. Welcome.
Good morning, Ken. Good to see you too.
And we're going to talk about review this title. And I know you've talked about this before, how people can go on to the library's website and talk about or make comments about certain books. And it's really a great way if somebody's looking for a book to, well, like anything nowadays, to read a little review about it.
Yes. So many times somebody will come in and they're returning a book and they'll say to us, this was so wonderful. And then a lot of times somebody behind the front desk will, they'll check it out because they got this review. But then after that, it's kind of like, now what do we do? How do we get the word out? Or somebody will bring back a DVD and we always say, did it work fine for you? It worked, but it was horrible.
Yeah.
So we say, yeah, the same thing.
Right.
And we had no way to get the word out to everybody. And then again, it's like I'm reading the manual on our system and find that they have this ability for us to have reviews from our patrons. So we turned it on a couple months ago, but haven't really done a whole lot to publicize it. So we only have a couple things out there.
But
so,
I think it's great.
Yeah, I think people will enjoy it. And right now, I guess I'm looking to explain to people how to do it.
Yes.
Then hopefully we'll get a lot of reviews. And next month when I come back, I can show, well, here's how you go search for ones that have reviews.
Yeah.
Because right now we only have a handful of things out there.
What we have here are, we have screenshots. And first of all, to get to your website, I would say the easiest way is people go to our website, go to the Village Library, and click on it. That way you don't have to remember any link.
Absolutely. There's a link to the catalog.
Yeah.
And then
save the link.
Yes.
Yes.
You can. Then you'd come in and on the right-hand side of the screen, log into your account. Now, you have to come to the library first and make sure that you're in our system.
Okay.
So that's a requirement first.
You have to physically come to the library.
Yeah.
Okay.
So but it's your Laguna Woods ID number,
Okay.
and then a phone number, your phone number.
Okay.
So if it's a 949, you just put in the 7 digits. If you have a different area code, all 10 numbers, no punctuation, and then you're into our catalog.
Okay.
So once
you
you're
log
into
in.
the catalog, then on the left-hand side, you search for the title. So whatever it was that you enjoyed or hated and you'd want to rate, you put in there. So there's one that's a new book we have in, Dark Sacred Night.
Okay.
You type that in and click go. And then that would bring up the list of any book that has that title in there. And Michael Connolly's is a brand new book.
Okay.
So then you click on that title.
I have a question.
Yes, absolutely.
You have that listed twice. Why?
Well,
oh, no.
it's large
excuse
print.
Me.
That's a good question.
Got
a
it.
very good question.
Because
I don't
if
know
you're
if people know.
reviewing, would it go
It only
together?
goes to the one, no.
Okay.
Those are 2 separate entries in our system. But people may not know that little LP in front, in the location.
Okay.
The location column is what we call the call number, and it tells you where in the library
so
it is.
If somebody, let's say they review this book,
Yes.
you could then copy and paste it and click on the large print version.
Absolutely, you could.
And do
You
that
could.
because people
Yes.
may.
Yes.
It doesn't matter, large or small, unless
Right.
unless you're reviewing the print.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
maybe.
Normally it's the content.
It wasn't big enough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's okay too.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, sorry.
So then, no, that's a perfectly good question. And then the pink color shows that it's out, and you'd have
Okay.
to put a reserve on it. But so go ahead and the next screen then. So if you
they
click on that, it expands that title. So here's the description
That's
about
great.
it. And you can see there at the top, this is a popular title. 18
Yeah.
people are waiting for
Wow.
it. So yeah, Michael Connolly is definitely one of our top authors.
Yeah.
So a couple of rows down there, you see that button, Review This Title.
Okay.
And that brings it to this dialog box. And you can put in your name, or I love this handle, like
Yeah.
a CB handle, but a nickname, anything, or you can leave it totally blank. It doesn't
Okay.
matter.
All right.
Then you can pick the rating from 1 to 10, and then you can write the review
That's
in
great.
that box.
I like
Yes.
that idea.
Yes.
I think that's really important. It's important for a lot of things, but particularly books because, I think people are pretty honest.
Yes.
And
Yes.
they can talk about, I love Michael Connolly's books. This one wasn't as good, or this one was as good as all his others,
Right.
or whatever they might do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic.
Or what is it about it that they liked? So that would help the next person know, oh, this is somebody a new author I'd like to read.
Just don't spoil the book.
Right.
Don't do that.
No spoiler alert.
At the end, this guy
Absolutely.
gets murdered. Okay. Well,
Very
thank
good
you.
point.
Yeah.
Okay, so once you fill it in, now it doesn't if you write a review, it does not populate instantaneously. It actually has to come to us.
And you curate it.
Yes,
right?
because
Yeah.
no obscenities.
Right.
If it's no obscenities, boom, it's going to go. But
Okay.
if it's obscenities, we'll nix it.
Okay.
But then it would show up with the rating. So this one only won 10 out of 10. And then this person said his best novel in several years. So
There you go.
yeah, it'll be
Very
great.
good. I like that idea.
Yes. So now we only have a handful of these out here right now. So I'm hoping that people will go and whatever their favorite books may be, or something they've recently read and they'd like other people to read, they'll try this out. And then next month, I'll have a lot of things to choose from and show how it works, how you can search for things that have been reviewed.
It'll grow no matter what. Very good. Now, we do want to talk about just because of the holidays coming up, you'll be closed Christmas Eve,
Yes.
Christmas Day, and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Yes, we weren't originally supposed to, but since the eves are on Monday, we decided to let people have their 4-day weekend.
And we just, so you know, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day is a holiday for us as well. Not New Year's Eve, but New Year's Day obviously is. So just, let everybody know, but that makes sense.
Yes.
But I love this. This is a great idea.
Yeah.
Have you done any yet? Have you done any?
I did. I did 1 or 2 to try it out. Had to.
And which, is it your name?
I'm the tester.
Or do you have a hand? Okay. All right.
I like the test.
All right. Very good. Good to see you. We'll see you next month. And it'll be fun to look at this more and more.
Yes.
I'm sure it's going to grow.
I hope so.
Good to see you.
Thank you,
Take care, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Hey Laguna Woods, it's Ken.
And Lisa.
Did you miss an episode of This Day? Not to worry. Head over to youtube.com and search Village Television.
Here you can find each episode of This Day and other community programs such as Good Day OC, Discovering Laguna Woods, and much more.
Just click the red subscribe button, then click the bell to be emailed every time we upload a video.
Don't miss out.
And subscribe today.
The holidays are here. Let Diane's Hallmark help you with all your gift-giving needs with a wide selection of gifts as well as Hallmark Christmas cards and ornaments. Diane's Hallmark can help you get into the holiday spirit. We also carry fine women's clothing, jewelry, and accessories. And don't forget that we carry Bibles, Christian books, and gifts as well. Come in today and see it all. Diane's Hallmark is located in the Walmart Shopping Center next to Hobby Lobby.
Hello, Laguna Woods. I would like to invite you to watch our new television show called Inspiration for Today. It's on every weekday morning right here on Channel 6 at 7:30 a.m. Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods hopes to start your day with encouraging stories, inspirational music, and lots of laughs, too. Remember, Saddleback Church meets weekly in Clubhouse 5 at 9 and 11. We would love to serve you a free breakfast and have you join with us for worship.
Do you hear but not understand? I have good news for you. A proprietary system for verifying hearing correction, Verified Best Speech Clarity, is now available through the All-American Hearing Network. This means hearing improvement can now be verified and documented. Your individual hearing correction is guaranteed in writing. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot. Try AMP, the world's smallest hearing aid at an unbelievably small price, just $750. It's ready to go in one visit, comfortable to wear, and virtually invisible when worn. Yes, you can now have verified best speech clarity. Hear every word. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot, risk-free.
The Laguna Hills Lodge is very proud to have been awarded the TripAdvisor Award of Excellence for the last 5 years. Discover this family-friendly boutique hotel and enjoy our crystal-clear pool and spa, beautiful gardens, and convenient location. Our designer upgraded rooms feature luxury comforts of much higher-priced hotel chains and include free continental breakfast, parking, Wi-Fi, and more. We match the lowest price you can find online. Ask about our Laguna Woods special offer.
Kiana Lee. Today, we're talking with Dr. Christine Chung. Today's topic is gum disease. Doctor, what do we need to know about gum disease? Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gum disease is an infection of the tissue that support and surround your teeth. It's a major cause of tooth loss in adults, but it's an easy fix.
Thank you, doctor. So don't wait, people. Come on in and get your 7-day dental smile.
I'd like to welcome with me right now Barbara Van Alstyne and Nancy Field. Barbara, Nancy, nice to have you back again.
Thank
you folks are with the From the Wings chapter, which is one of the guilds of the Segerstrom Center, right?
Right.
So first, if you would, Barbara, briefly explain, if people haven't heard of that before, explain exactly what From the Wings and these guilds do.
Okay, we are one of 18 chapters, and we basically were there to raise funds for Segerstrom Center for the Arts.
Okay.
And Nancy, if you want to tell a little bit more about the programs?
Well, we do all sorts of things. Most importantly, we have a boutique coming up this week on Thursday. And we have day trips, we go out for dinner, we have special events, including programs that we're invited to at the center at a discount because we are members of the guilds.
Okay. So the funds that you raise, where do they go? Is it to get people to go there, or you fund tickets? How does that work?
Oh, this all goes, everything we raise, 100% of the money goes to the center. And the center uses our funds for bringing in school-age children. We pay for the buses, we pay for transporting the classes and the teachers, and then we give them age-appropriate performances at Segerstrom Center so that they're familiar with theater, which they may not get in school.
Very good.
For sure.
So coming up, you have your fundraiser coming up, your holiday boutique, and that's this Thursday, by the way. It's going to be at Clubhouse 1 from 10 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon.
Right.
And what you brought with you today is just some of the samples of the things that you can purchase, right?
Well, we have one. These are all from the community this year because we couldn't have outside vendors.
Okay, so these are things that people make or donate. Right?
Make or, well, they donate them and then make them. This is, she does these lovely wreaths and cards and
oh, nice. I
they're
like
just nice.
The cards,
and we have a new vendor this year. She's from Tucson.
Oh,
and she hand does all of these, and they're out of pine needles.
Really? Wow.
Isn't that gorgeous? She's donated that for one of our raffle gifts.
Yeah, that's very nice. I like that.
Right, and these are for raffle gifts too.
Okay.
And then this is another, I bought this from one of the vendors to wear with a gown.
Oh, okay.
And
Dave, will this work with your gown? Absolutely. Okay, so Dave said
it
this will work
matches your
with
outfit, Dave. And then this is another donation for one of the raffle prizes. And these are for sale. I make those. They're dichroic glass.
Oh, yeah. Have you been on before?
I have
talking
been on
up
before,
with the art? Yes, I thought so.
And I think I've shown this last year too.
Yeah.
So.
You showed, but I think you were on with one of the, we had on some of the people for the, one of the emeritus classes or art programs.
Oh, maybe so.
I seem to recall that.
Right,
and my friend the Penguin here.
Yeah.
Yes,
Nancy.
that's from last year's boutique and hand blown by one of the residents in Laguna Woods.
Really? Wow, I didn't realize
beautiful?
that. That is beautiful.
Some of the
and
other
then
things
these little wooden
I bought
ornaments.
last year were earrings by Agnes Copeland.
Now that's really nice because they in a card form you can send it to somebody.
You can throw it in an envelope and it makes a lovely gift.
Yeah,
and
I like that.
Handbags.
Very nice.
You know.
Yeah, we have a new vendor who has handbags this year along with wallets. And Agnes is donated one of her lovely paintings also for one of the raffle prizes.
Very good.
And I'd like to tell you about our raffle prizes.
Yes, tell us about that.
That's a big
So you can
draw.
purchase things, but then there's a raffle.
We purchase things from all of the vendors. There's 28 total vendors.
Okay.
And but then we have a raffle prizes, and people donate. These are donations for the raffle.
Okay.
And we have little bags that people can put their tickets in, and they're 3 for $5, 7 for $10, and 15 for $20. And they don't need to be there to win.
Yeah, that's a great deal.
We have a $250 in cash as one, and we get a whole stack of tickets for that because everybody wants to win cash. And a $150 Amazon card.
Wow.
And we have 10 gifts that are $100 each from Macy's, Nordstrom's, Target, Bloomingdale's, Ruth's Chris, P.F. Chang, et cetera, and then 10 more of $50 and $75 gift cards. So
that is really,
we have
that's
20
a
gift
good
cards
amount.
plus all of the donations from the vendors.
Yeah.
So we have a great raffle table, and we're hoping everybody will come to not only buy from the vendors, but then buy tickets, because that's a big part of our
and that's really a
fundraising.
bargain, what you're selling the tickets for.
And the only
what you
way
get,
we make money for this, we don't take any money from the vendors, but we they pay $45 for the table, and that goes. All the funds go directly to the center.
All right.
And we have a bake sale.
Very good.
We have a light lunch that's our members have made salads for. So, and it's like $3. It's just a real bargain.
So admission's free.
Admission is free.
And then the tickets for the raffle, 3 for $5, 7 for $10, 15 for $20.
Correct.
So that's,
so we're
like I
hoping
said,
they'll buy
that's a bargain.
$20 at least.
Yeah, that's really good considering what your prizes are.
Right.
That's amazing.
It is.
And again, Clubhouse 1 this coming Thursday.
Right.
And as I put it up there, 10 o'clock in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. Now, what about people just throughout the year, they want to join the chapter?
Well, our membership chair, Judy Nixon, will be there. This Thursday, and she'd be glad to sign you up. Membership dues are $45 a year. And lots of benefits in being a member, in addition to the camaraderie that we have with the other people in the group. So it's wonderful.
Yeah, I think that's great. And the fact that the funds go to help kids go to see plays, which is wonderful. I mean, it's something that I think a lot of kids don't get the opportunity.
They've never seen, most of them have never seen a live performance, and they are so well behaved. It's just, and they dress to the nines, and it's just a wonderful thing.
Yeah, they've got
and here's our little.
You get to see, if you join, you get a pin?
No, this is when you do the work. Nancy and I were co-chairmen for 2 years, so we get these to wear to advertise our guilds.
Well, very good.
So,
I think that's fantastic. So I hope you do really well. I hope people come out.
I do too. Please
and it'll be a lot of fun, and really the amount you need to spend for raffle tickets is not much at all compared to most places this time of year. You're spending $5, $10 for a single ticket.
Well, and especially when you're be able to get maybe $250 in cash, and that's what they like, that cash.
All right, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Always good to see you. I really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you
and
very much.
you're listed. Are you listed on the club web pages?
Yes.
So people want to join.
Yes.
They can get information there. All right, very good.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again.
Have a nice holiday.
You too. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
When other dealers say no, Capistrano Toyota says, yes, we can. Low payment payments? Yes, we can. Low financing for all types of credit? Yes, we can. Capistrano Toyota features 10 acres of new and certified pre-owned Toyotas, plus many used cars priced below $10,000. When other dealers say no, Capistrano Toyota says, yes, we can. Exit the 5 freeway at Camino Capistrano.
Hi, I'm Brian Rott, President and CEO of Cartmart here in Laguna Woods. My family's been in the golf cart business since 1959, and we win our customers over with the simple belief of we treat you right. We are proud to be the authorized dealer for Club Car here in Orange County and your go-to source for the sales and service to other major brands. We're conveniently located on El Toro Road, just minutes from Laguna Woods. So come by and see for yourself, while when doing business with Cartmart, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
Maxi Comfort from Golden is the most comfortable lift recliner in the world. Its patented technology glides smoothly into a variety of positions not found on most recliners. Everyone loves the programmable auto drive control. You can lift and recline, watch TV or sleep, and enjoy the feeling of weightlessness in zero gravity. Made by American workers and backed by the industry's best warranties. Feel relaxed in a Maxi Comfort lift recliner. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Dr. Farman Cosmetic and Implant Dentistry is located right outside Gate 6 and has been keeping the village smiling for many years.
I trust Dr. Farman with all my dental procedures and all my dental work. Thank goodness I found Dr. Farman.
We have been serving the community of Laguna Woods for almost 20 years now. Come and visit us at Brilliant Smile for all your dental needs.
We are close to Gate 6, near Snooty Fox Restaurant, behind Coco's.
At South County Lexus, we really are different. We're California's exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Lexus Plus is a new way of doing business. At a Lexus Plus dealer, you can expect an upfront, negotiation-free, hassle-free price right on the vehicle. The same price you'll find on our website, all the way through the transaction. At South County Lexus, we feel this is the way of the future, and this is the way the customer prefers to do business. South County Lexus, your exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Different, just like you.
Living and learning in Laguna Woods Village is a unique experience. For over 40 years, the Emeritus Institute has provided tuition-free college classes within your community. Join us to experience expert faculty, quality academics, and to make new friends through the Emeritus Institute. New classes start every semester, and you can join nearly any time. Visit our office at Clubhouse 4 or anytime at saddleback.edu/emeritus. Learn, live, and thrive with the Emeritus Institute.
I'd like to welcome with me right now Captain Tony Bomarito. He is, of course, the Public Information Officer for the Orange County Fire Authority. Good to see you, sir.
Pleasure to be back. Thank you.
And our subject this time around is get around to the holidays, and we want to talk about safety. We want people to be safe during the holidays, and a lot of times there's a lot of, particularly this time of the year, a lot of pitfalls that can happen, and it just takes a little bit of common sense.
It does. Common sense being the key word.
Yeah.
And we see an increase in cooking fires and fires in general around the holidays. So it's important we put this social media campaign out for 6 weeks, highlighting some of our safety topics, but it's really important to get this message out.
Yeah, and so many things that can go wrong that don't need to be. We have this poster that you folks sent us here, and some of it are kind of obvious that people should pay attention to.
Yeah, so if you see there, so electrical hazards becomes a big issue during the holidays because we want to put all those lights together on one socket or one outlet, and it's not designed for that.
Right.
So I had sent some pictures of some correct ways. This is what not to do.
Right.
So these multi-plug adapters, which you see in the lower left-hand corner, is what we don't want to do because basically it's overloading one outlet. And you see all these other things plugged into one. There's correct ways to do it with a power strip, surge protector. It is another layer of defense, so to speak. It doesn't solve the problem. We don't want to overload those power strips, but it avoids something like this.
Yeah, and in the next slide, I added this one. I'm going to talk to you about this, the anchor one.
Okay.
Because the first one you see over here is the one that you sent me, which is a surge protection, but you also want to make sure, if I'm not mistaken, that you want the overload detector on there. Surge protection is totally different.
Yeah, so that's correct. So a surge protector, basically what that does is you can put your bigger electronic items, your computers, your TVs, which are very important. And we don't have electrical storms, so to speak, but we do have surge and electrical activity once in a while. And these surge protectors actually protect your equipment from frying, so to speak. So that's why we have these surge protectors. You'll see in that lower left-hand corner, the light and the protected means that's a surge protector. But you also want these ones that have basically a shutoff, so to speak, in layman's terms. So we are able to shut down that outlet quickly, and it receives the brunt of the electrical damage, so to speak.
Now this one, I came across this, was on wirecutter.com. This is by Anchor. Anchor's a really known brand. They do a lot of Apple and Android approved charging devices, all kinds of stuff. But this is a new one that they have here, and this is about 2 inches square. And it's got 3 AC outlets and 3 USB. But here's the point, advanced safety features that I love. It has an overload protection built in, obviously has surge protection. But that's what I like. It has, if you can see, the little diagram with the cover off. So it has that in there. And the cost of this is $20.
Yeah.
So, and it's got a very thick cord on it. And especially it's good for your devices and things like that. I wouldn't be plugging a toaster into it, but it does have an overload protection. So,
and so the biggest thing when we put these power strips in, we don't want to use them. It's not supposed to be permanent. It's supposed to be temporary. So you wouldn't want to plug this into your toaster and think that that's going to be your outlet for your toaster. So I just want to stress that importance. So
very important.
So we still want to use those outlets on the wall. We just don't want to overload them. We want that surge protection, but we just don't want to overload those either.
Yeah, and there's a reason why your kitchen appliances only have cords that are like 2 feet long on them or whatever they are.
Exactly.
As far as light safety, nowadays, LED lights, you can string a lot together. But if you have older lights, it's so cheap to buy new LED approved lights nowadays. I would get rid of the old ones. Because the incandescent, they look nice, but the bulbs, besides energy, they get really hot.
It's a great suggestion. We used to ask that you don't connect more than 3 lines together because of the load that it puts there, and it'll most likely trip the breaker because it's just too much load on those older lights. Those LED lights, you can put hundreds of lights on one outlet with no problem at all. They burn longer, they're more efficient, so your electric bill's less during the holidays. Much better idea to buy those LED bulbs.
Speaking of cooking, we're gonna, this is a video you sent us, and a grease fire. Of course, this is a mannequin here. It's not you standing there, right? No. So let's run this here, but you've talked about this all the time, and how how important it is to be safe. And people do this. They put water on a grease fire.
So cooking fires increase during the holidays. They're still the leading cause of fires, fire injuries, and fire deaths in Orange County. So this is the #1 don't do. Put water on a grease fire. It will never put a grease fire out. You need to have a whole lot of water, but it's still very highly likely that it's going to spray up like this and cause damage. So the reason I put that mannequin there, we've done these demonstrations in the past, but until you actually see what it does of how it expands, that water vapor expands and brings that hot oil and fire up into your face. So that's why I put the mannequin there, so it's a perfect example.
Best thing to do, if you can do it, put a cover on it.
So
obviously turn off the stove.
So #1, if you don't have to reach over the heat, if your dials are on the front of the stove, turn the heat off, put a lid on it. If you can't do that, we ask that you have a dry chemical extinguisher. And if you can't do that, obviously get out of the house and call 911.
Okay, and here's, we're going to show this one, and this is what happens, obviously, with the kind of lights you were talking about that are not in great condition. And how fast all this stuff will go up.
And you're talking under 30 seconds, this fire. So we're probably maybe 10 seconds into this fire right now from when it started with a dry Christmas tree. So you see the importance of watering your tree, disposing of your tree very quickly after Christmas, and having no overloaded electrical. And the other thing we have in here, if you see a little black thing under the table, it's a space heater.
Oh,
so I know a lot of our seniors have space heaters. We ask that you keep those space heaters 3 feet from anything flammable. We call it 3 feet from heat.
Right, and you know the example with the tree, look just what happened last month with all the California wildfires. That the trees are dry, that's how quick they exploded. But if you have a dry Christmas tree like that, I know people still like to buy some of the real trees, but
yeah, it's,
you know,
devastating and tragic.
Yeah.
It's gonna destroy your home. I'm not saying live Christmas trees destroy your home, but you need to keep up on it. Water them and make sure the electrical is safe around the tree.
Yeah. Now, getting back to the grease fire, you talked about a fire extinguisher. I have one. I keep it under my sink, and I have one out in my garage. You can buy a 2-pack. You go to Home Depot, whatever. They're $20 for a 2-pack or something. Tell me the ones that people should be buying, what they should be looking for.
So it's a dry chemical or Class B fire extinguisher. So Class B basically means a flammable liquid fire, so it's safe to put on a flammable liquid. So grease fire is just like a gasoline fire. It's a flammable liquid. Water, all water is going to do is spread the fire. So you need something to smother that fire. So we ask that a dry chemical or a Class B fire extinguisher, you can go to Home Depot or Lowe's or anything like that. It says it right on there, this is safe for Class B fires. And you're right, they're not super expensive, but it could save your life.
Okay, and I think the ones I have are, say, Class A, B, and C on them.
Yeah, so that would be a powder extinguisher.
Yeah.
So a lot of these dry chemical extinguishers, a Class A fire is your normal combustibles, wood and paper. So this will also work on that by smothering the fire. But a Class B extinguisher will only work, or a Class B fire, you need a Class B fire extinguisher.
Okay.
A flammable liquid, Class B fire, you need a Class B fire extinguisher for it.
Okay. One other thing I want to ask about, in fact, this was on the news either this morning or yesterday, somewhere else, some other state, you know, a family died of carbon monoxide. And it wasn't their heat or anything like that. They were, you know, maybe lack of funds, whatever they did. They had something burning in their home, like a barbecue they brought in or something to heat the home. I don't think people would do that here. However, you can buy the carbon monoxide detectors, right?
That's correct. So I think the new state law is that all new construction requires a carbon monoxide detector or alarm. So you should have that in your house.
Yeah.
Just with you can actually buy a smoke alarm with a carbon monoxide. It's all in one, so you don't have to worry about it. It's one battery and you don't have to keep walking around checking all your batteries, because no doubt you're gonna hear that chirp.
Yeah.
And you're gonna wonder which smoke alarm it's coming from. So you can get those combo smoke alarm, carbon monoxide detector, but that is also a lifesaver.
Yeah, and I know, I don't know, 3 years ago, whenever it was, we had a new HVAC system put in our house, and that was, you know, they put them in. They put the smoke detectors in. We already had some. We already had a carbon monoxide, but they put those in as well, and that was, you know, we're going, oh, well, that's really nice of you to do. And they go, well, it's required of us to do.
Right. It finally became law, because just like everything else, people won't do it unless you make it a law. Just like the helmets when you ride your motorcycle. Probably people wouldn't be wearing helmets if they didn't make it a law. So we have to make it a law to basically save lives.
Yeah, and ours are all, they all got put in at the same time. They're all the 10-year lithium batteries. So I know, what about 6 years from now, we're going to have a house full of chirps going on.
Yeah, exactly.
But actually, you just replace the whole unit.
Yeah, and that's another thing. If you don't have those 10-year alarms,
I'm just waiting for it.
It's annoying because if you have multiple alarms or smoke alarms in there, you never know which one. It's usually the last one you disconnect and try to change the battery. But if you don't have those long-term 10-year smoke alarms, make sure you test your smoke alarm once a month.
Yeah, and what I do, just because it's the type of thing I do, is I date them. So I have it listed somewhere. So I know whatever he is 5 years from now or something like that, I'm just going to throw them all away and get new ones or recycle them, whatever they do.
And I'll tell you a little funny story. I actually change my smoke alarms when they turn yellow. You know how they're white and then they fade yellow-brown?
Yeah.
Usually after 3 or 4 years. Yes. I end up changing mine because I want them white because I have the ceilings white. So that's how I know when to change mine.
Yeah, there you go. Another thing I want to talk about is Spark of Love. You guys work with that campaign every year. All the Orange County Fire Authority, really all the fire departments, no matter where you are in Southern California, people come by, drop off toys and stuff for kids, right?
Yeah, we partner with KEBC.
Mm-hmm.
All your local Orange County and Southern California fire stations will accept a new unwrapped toy, and it's all donations. It all goes to the Spark of Love, and goes to the needy or the less fortunate, I guess. Really, really important program. We do it every year. We partner with KEBC, so we're very proud of that. Any Orange County fire station, you can drop a toy off, and we'll take it.
Yeah, and you folks in all the fire departments do that and do such a great job. And you can take it right over here to Station 22. We may have a bin in the lobby here. I know sometimes we do as well, that 22 drops off. And like you said, unwrapped toys and all kinds of things. And I always tell people, also think of teenagers, because a lot of times people forget that, sports equipment and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. That is one of the things we suggest, is that sporting equipment. It's stuff we haven't seen in the past, and people tend to get the younger kid toys. So sporting equipment is a perfect example of something that you might consider.
Yeah, very good. Anything else you want to add for today?
We have New Year's Eve coming up. That's
another one.
Yeah, that's the final week of our social media campaign. If you are on social media, you can follow us on Instagram. We put these educational infographics and videos like this up on there. I know not everyone's on social media, but with New Year's Eve coming up, if you go out, just be aware of your situation. Make sure you know of any exits, and make sure you know how to get out if you're out in a public place, if there was an emergency. And again, there's nothing wrong with just staying home and watching TV and watching the ball drop on TV. That's what I'll be doing.
All right, that's probably what, usually my daughter and I go to RSM, the city puts something on, then we go home, and that's what we do. We watch.
The East Coast time, so you're in bed by 9.
Yeah, no, she likes staying up till midnight.
Oh, okay.
She does. She's been doing that since she's like 7 years old. She can stay up. So
better than me.
Yeah. Hey, Captain, thank you very much. Say hi to everyone for me.
I will.
I appreciate you coming on. All important information, and stay safe, right?
Yeah.
All right. Good to see you. We'll be right back.
Holidays are here. Let Diane's Hallmark help you with all your gift-giving needs, with a wide selection of gifts, as well as Hallmark Christmas cards and ornaments. Diane's Hallmark can help you get into the holiday spirit. We also carry fine women's clothing, jewelry, and accessories. And don't forget that we carry Bibles, Christian books, and gifts as well. Come in today and see it all. Diane's Hallmark is located in the Walmart Shopping Center next to Hobby Lobby.
Mind and Memory Program at Mission Hospital is an outpatient program specifically designed for patients with a memory disorder who have developed a mental health issue, such as depression, anxiety, or paranoia. Patients are welcome every day, Monday through Friday, up to 4 days a week. On-site meals and snacks are included, and transportation to and from the program is available. The program focuses on improvement in overall mood, function, and concentration, as well as a decrease in depression or anxiety. Call today to find out if you or your loved one qualifies for the Mind and Memory Program.
Are you considering cremation? Pacific Cremation Society offers simple and affordable cremation plans. Why do families choose us? Simple and affordable, discounted membership pricing, chartered memorials at sea, expert service and compassionate care, free advanced planning guide and consultation. Call now for your free planning guide.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sean Thomas. Welcome to Sports Talk. Come join me here every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. for sports highlights, tournament news, and interviews for Laguna Woods residents and around the world. Hey, maybe even Broadway. It's a beautiful day for a ball game. Put it on your calendar. Thursday mornings, a great way to start your day with me and the Sports Talk way. Or even a triple's okay. I'll see you then.
Well, we got an action-packed movie for you coming up today. It's called Skyscraper, and it stars Dwayne Johnson. You may know him also as The Rock. And this is sort of a kind of a take on the Towering Inferno and Die Hard put together. There's Nev, is that Nev Campbell, I believe? Yeah. I remember her going back on the days on Party of Five, that series. That goes way back. But this all takes place, I think, in Hong Kong, where he's a former FBI hostage rescue team leader and a U.S. war veteran, and now he assesses security for skyscrapers. And on assignment in Hong Kong, he finds the tallest, safest building in the world suddenly ablaze, and he is framed for it. A wanted man on the run. He must find those responsible. You know, it's a good, fun, action-packed movie. I love Dwayne Johnson. He always adds a little bit of humor to his movies. This has a little bit in it as well. So this is today at 2 o'clock and at 6 o'clock. I'm looking forward to this one. And then we have a kind of a classic coming up for you on Friday. I had to look at my date here. It's December 14th. Wow, already. Paul Newman in The Life and Times of Judge Roy Bean. This is a comedy drama romance, and this takes place back in, I think it's like about 1880 or so, 1890. And it takes place in the western part of Texas, which was sort of a lawless area at the time. And this is all about, well, I would call him sort of a corrupt judge. So if you kind of work with him, the town's happy about him. But it's a great movie. I mean, it's a classic. Paul Newman, Ava Gardner, Roy Jensen, and most importantly, directed by the famous John Huston. And this will be on Friday. Of course, John Huston is known for dozens of Western films of directing them. So quickly, we got like a couple minutes left. Monday Night Football tonight, Minnesota at Seattle. If you'd like to enjoy that over at Clubhouse 5, they open up about 5 o'clock for a no-host bar. They also have free chips and salsa, and they'll have hot dogs and drinks for sale. That is tonight, Monday Night Football. Our weather, I kind of like this. A little cloudy out there today, probably mostly to partly cloudy. You can see the mountains though, so these are obviously indicate high clouds today. Look at that, it's Mount Baldy up there, a lot of snow. As I said, a very slight chance of a little drizzle coming in overnight. However, that will produce maybe a little bit of snow flurries up there for you skiers, so that's nice. And here are our temps going forward, just really pleasant weather, a little bit warmer as we get to Wednesday and Thursday and Friday as well. And around Orange County, we're going to see everything in the mid to upper 60s or so. Big Bear about 53 degrees. And as I said, they might get a little snow up there. Hey, quick weather advisory. What we had last week, all that rain is also now over in the East Coast in the form of blizzards. They're getting a lot of snow back there, particularly the southeast. So if you're traveling back there today, tomorrow, check the flights, okay? They'll probably have one more day of this, but do check those flights. All right, we will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.